as the Wolfpack did plate 3 runs in that frame. Let's see if I want to see how they scored it in the scorebook. So they called it a pickoff. A 2-6 pickoff. Either way, Madole ahead in this count at 3-1. A lot of interesting things have happened here today. 3-1 pitch, ripped just out of the reach of Austin Murr, who was leaping to make the play, but Madole will get his first hit of the day to start off the 5th inning. Second hit of the day for the Spartans. Here's Press Kavanaugh to the plate, now batting .455 on the year. He doubled with 2 outs on the board in the 2nd inning. He was left stranded there as Zach Budzik flew out to center field to end the threat. That's high and away for ball 1.
Coming into this game, Kavanaugh with an on-base percentage of .571, just doing a really good job getting on base. 4 walks, 4 hits, a double, stole a base once he got on. She's a big offensive threat.
He's batting close to 400 and runners are on the base path as he's ahead of this count at 2-0. It was a 1-1 pitch that he ripped for the double in his previous at bat. There's a check over to first on a pickoff attempt that I'm actually seeing. Here's as the count's 2-0. 7-0, the Pack leading this one here in the top of the 5th inning. Willitson fires, and he'll miss as Kavanaugh finds himself comfortably ahead at 3-0. Willitson, he will set at the belt and he'll deliver. That's in there for a strike. That went well outside, and that'll put runners on for the Spartans. First and second, nobody out as Zach Budzik will come to the plate. Now Chris, a pitching coach for NC State, makes his way out. And Clint Chrysler out to talk things over. Some preliminary work going on in the bullpen.
Chrysler's done a really good job with the pitching staff. This is his 3rd season so far with the Wolfpack. But you take somebody like they had last year in Nick Swinney and what he was able to do, how quickly he was able to bring his game to another level in just a short season last year. Just shows what kind of work Chrysler is capable of.
Previously at Winthrop, another very good school in the Big South. As the first offering to Budzik inside for a ball, 1-0. Budzik flew out deep to center field his first time up to end the threat in that 2nd inning, as I mentioned earlier. But he's got a golden opportunity here with runners on at first and second base. No one out. That one sails outside as it's 2-0 now to Budzik as Dallas Callahan due up next for the Spartans. Willitson at the belt, fires. That's right down Main Street for strike 1. Willitson drilling that fastball. The great equalizer in his repertoire. Here's the 2-1. That one fisted towards the right side. Jarrett converges on it, and he'll make the catch, calling off Devontae Brown for out number 1. Dallas Callahan.
Number 20, Dallas Callahan.
5th strikeout of the day for Chris Villeman. Looks like there's some buzzing going on around the NC State bullpen. I always call these midweek games Johnny Allstaff days. 1-0. Every once in a while, you'll see a guy go out there with the order to try to go as long as he can. But a lot of times they just try to get guys work. Here's the 1-0. 2-0.
It's good for both sides to have the live game scenarios to work through, whether it's a pitcher trying to work a batter or a batter trying to work through a pitcher's rhythm and what they're throwing at them, giving them different looks, teaching you to have a better eye and what to swing on, what not to swing on. At this point in the season, batters are almost a little bit behind the pitching staff right now because they're just trying to catch up with the speed of things and the looks that different pitchers give them.
3-0, and Willitson has walked his second batter of the frame, and now the bases are chock full of Spartans. And the luxury for NC State, if there was one in this situation, is they have a 7-run cushion to work with. And one of the pitchers you see warming up is Andrew Tillery, along with David Harrison, who both threw on Sunday. That one's just a bit inside on Daniel Serta. As Serta rounded out to third his first time up. JT Jarrett, or rather Austin Murr, lending a quick word of encouragement. The Spartans threatening here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Double play ball here for NC State would be lovely for Pack fans. And that could be it right here, as Jarrett will get the runner. No, he will not, as it squirts out of Vojta Minshik's glove. 2 runs will score as Jarrett threw it to second, and it squirted out of Minshik's glove, allowing 2 Spartans to score, Madole and Kavanaugh. And UNCG's on the board. The tally's now 7-2.
In that situation, I almost would have gone to first with it. You have more time to make the throw to first than you would to try to, he almost just tried to push it to second.
Yeah, it was one of those in-betweeners that could have been he was trying to go for the double play, but you're conceding the run anyway. Serta gets back in time. Serta reaching on the fielder's choice. So they're going to call it an E6 in the scorebook. That puts Callahan at second, where he advanced to third. So the 1-1 count now to Corey Rozier as they're to the top of the Spartan lineup. That one's low again, 2-1, as Willitson is having all sorts of problems here, finding that strike zone. First error of the season by the Pack defense. Willitson will fire, and he'll miss again, low and away. 3-1 now, the count to Rozier. As Elliott Avent will call it a day for Matt Willitson, as that's the second visit out, and so that will be it. We'll see who they call out from the bullpen, and we'll find out who the new pitcher is when we return. UNCG battling in this one. Andrew Tillery back out for some work after throwing in game 1 of the doubleheader on Sunday. He's back out as the righty warms up on the hill. Again, Tillery, a sophomore out of Midland, Georgia. And Tillery, 1 inning of work, faced 3 batters against Davidson. And this was his numbers last year. These were his numbers, rather. 11.57 ERA, 2 1/3 inning, 3 hits allowed in his work last year. And UNCG threatening here, Aaron. Willitson just couldn't seem to find the strike zone.
Yeah, Spartans doing a good job of attacking the pitchers and continuing to fight in this game. As they see different pitchers coming in, they're quick to find the pitches that they can get something out of. Tillery looking for some more experience, some more time on the mound to work through some things. This didn't get a lot of action last year and had that 1 inning on Sunday against Davidson.
The runners at the corners, 1 out. First pitch, swung on, down the right field line, fair ball. 1 run will score in Callahan. Serta comes around to score, and a 1-out triple by Corey Rozier. And just like that, we got a ball game in this one as the Spartans have cut the deficit to 3.
Rozier steps up, swings at the first pitch that he gets.
Now batting for the Spartans,
Just gets
number
around
18,
on this one,
Windish.
pulls it, great bat speed, gets it all the way down the line, and closes the gap on this ball game, getting 3 runners in.
4th RBI of the year for Rozier. And now here's Hogan Windish at the plate as Tillery finds the count even at a ball and a strike. We should see Hardison and Smith. Here's the 1-1 for UNCG. That one pops in high and away. 2-1. And Windish just 2 for 12 to start the year. He struck out 5 times, including once today. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a chance for NC State to thwart whatever damage UNCG has done to this point. Here's Tillery kicking and firing here. That one's sky high left field. Trouble as it carries. It's up, it is deep, and it is gone. And Hogan Windish had a triple on his ledger? Well, now he's got a home run, and it is a one-run ball game here in Raleigh. 6 runs plated by the Spartans here in the 5th.
Windus just loads up in the box and then works his hips, power behind that swing, launches it over the outfield wall, and the Spartans just not backing down.
7-6 the tally. And that one inside for a ball. For a second, like it hit him, but I guess not. 4 hits for the Spartans today, and they have all counted. A double in the second. They literally have the cycle as a team. That one's hit high towards right field, carrying all the way to the wall. Off the wall, here's Brown throwing it in as fast as he can, as Greg Hardison, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, adds the 3rd extra base hit as UNCG is hit for the cycle in this inning.
So it's just an outside pitch that he's able to carry to the wall.
Second, oh, go ahead.
No, the hits just keep coming. Sometimes somebody gets a good hit, a good at-bat, it kind of starts catching like fire down the roster.
Hitting is contagious as Spencer Smith now at the plate. His lone hit on Sunday brought in 2 runs as the Pack pitching staff struggling here as Andrew Tillery missing high.
You know, everybody wants to come in and get a win in every ball game, and NC State has done that to start a lot of seasons. But 19-0 start, you know, 2019, and I know they want to win here today, but this is valuable experience for each of these pitchers to be able to get out on the mound and throw in different situations.
Time called. Runner on at second is Greg Hardison. Hit his 2nd double of the year just a second ago. 1-1. Ball in the dirt, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Breaking ball, missing inside. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. Runners are now on at first and second base, 1 out, and the Spartans have batted around in this inning. And there's no action yet in the bullpen. Now there's some movement as looks like we have a left-hander warming up. And it looks like he may be coming in. That left-hander being none other than Kanan Silver, the junior, will be coming into the ball game here for Andrew Tillery. We'll take a timeout, come right back. UNCG, 6 runs here in the 5th, 1 out on the board. You're watching the ACC Network Extra. New pitcher in the ball game, the fourth this afternoon for NC State, Kanan Silver, the 6'2", 189-pound lefty, hurling for Avent. And last season, he threw in 5 appearances. He threw on Sunday as well. You can see his numbers. Game 2 of the doubleheader, he threw 1 2/3 innings with 3 strikeouts. And he comes in quite a pickle, Aaron, as the Spartans have scored 6 runs here in this frame.
His numbers might not be the best that you've ever seen. However, he has the most experience coming out of the bullpen in 2020. And it's been a long inning. We've seen lots of good at-bats by UNCG. This deep ball right here, sending home 2. And they're just within 1 of NC State.
Yeah, the Hogan Windish home run really set the tone as Josh Madole now at the plate as they have batted around here in the frame. He's behind in the count at 0-1. His single began the frame. Here's the 0-1 from Silver, and that one stays outside. 1-1. One count. Silver. Nice job by Luca Tresh to keep that in front. Angling his body such over home plate to squelch the ball and keep it around home plate to keep the runners at bay.
Yeah, Tresh just showing there how much his blocking has improved and his ability to get in front of some of those balls, not allow them to go past.
Fastball in there for a strike to even up the count at 2-2 on Madole.
This is a good matchup battle, though. Lefty-lefty. It's tougher for the batter, and maybe that's what Avent's trying to do in this situation, win the matchup and end the inning.
Entering play today, Madole was 0 for 3 against lefties. That one's lined right into JT Jarrett's glove for out number 2. So Press Kavanaugh, who's now at the plate.
Another lefty batter. Just looking at the way that the lineup was playing out, and just playing those matchups.
Kavanaugh 1 for 1 today with a double and a walk and a run scored. He walked and scored here in this frame. Good job by Tresh on that low offering as the count 1-0 keeps it out in front. Two outs. Runners on at first and second here in a 1-run ball game. Hardison at second. Spencer Smith is at first. Kavanaugh trying to tie or take the lead here. The count evens up at a ball and a strike. In what looked like was going to be a blowout, cruising victory for NC State has turned on a dime with 6 runs on 4 hits. 1-1. That one's down the line. Fair ball. And that caroms off the outfield. The bullpen padding. That will score 1 as Kavanaugh gets his second double of the day. And this ball game is tied up at 7 on the RBI double by Kavanaugh.
Now batting for the Spartans, number 2, Zach Budzik.
Silver just put that one, left it out there, but right up the middle.
As Kavanaugh standing at second base. And this team fired up. Momentum is a sneaky thing in college baseball as Budzik was the first out of the frame, a fly out and right field to JT Jarrett.
If you look at the way their weekend went against Elon, they dropped the opener and then they came back in a big way in game 2, 3, outscoring the Phoenix 11-5. I mean, this team has a lot of fight in them. They're not going to back down.
I can't imagine them being 6 in the SoCon. We'll see if that's the case here in 2021. Silver steps off.
They have a lot of unknowns coming into this season with how many transfers they had this year from Brunswick, Chippewa.
That one hit high towards left center field. Tracking back is Butler. He'll camp under it, but the damage was done, and it was done greatly. 7 runs by the Spartans here in the 5th. This game tied up at 7 apiece here in Raleigh. Israel Cordero back out towing the rubber for Billy Godwin and his squad, as what turned into a mid-inning relief effort could find him battling to get a win. But NC State certainly going to get a chance to answer here, as all of those runs in the last inning were earned. Despite the error, the home run by Windish and the triple by Rozier wiped out the discrepancy, as Silver had to come in and close the door. First pitch. And that's fouled off for strike 1, as Johnny Butler
for NC State, they don't have to get it all in one swing. They can just still back, right back where we started, really, in this ball game. Everything 0-0.
That one, hard hit ball on the ground, right up the middle. And that's how you answer the call there. If you're Johnny Butler, just a solid piece of hitting up the middle. Set the table for the rest of your teammates.
Just be patient, get good contact, and they've shown an ability to do a good job on the base pass. A really good base running team this year, and you can get some people on and work the bases, then start getting some runs in.
Second hit of the day for Johnny Butler, as Devontae Brown looking for his first hit of the afternoon. He was walked. It was a part of a 3-6 double play early, and then a ground out to second. Hogan Windish has had a tremendous day defensively. That entire infield has been spectacular for UNCG. That's why they were able to come back in this one in the fashion they were able to, because a couple of defensive plays away. There's a stolen base attempt as Butler beats the throw. Callahan does not necessarily agree. And that is a ball that was thrown to Devontae Brown. And then Butler getting a great look.
Butler slides in right underneath the tag. Something that he likes to do. He's, 9 of 11 stolen base attempts last year. He's one of the Wolfpack players who does pack some speed and can be a threat on the base path.
The whole bottom portion of this lineup Can move around the base path. Somewhat of a different look than what you see with most Elliott Avent squads. A lot of times he was using the long ball, which they still do, but just a new dimension. As Devontae Brown, 2-1 count. There's a runner on at second base as NC State trying to answer the bell here.
You lose somebody that was as effective as Patrick Bailey was last year, leaving the Wolfpack after 29 home runs hit. Definitely had the ability to hit the long ball, but you're right, they're playing more to contact this year.
Three-one pitch. Breaking ball in there. As the count will run full. It's the second 3-ball count that Devontae Brown has seen today. Showing his patience at the plate. Payoff pitch. Fisted foul and out of play. Full count. Runner going. Hard hit ball left side. Serta looks the runner as Butler moves over to third. Brown is retired 6-3. One down, but a runner is at third base for Terrell Tatum, which brings an interesting situation here.
Now batting for the Wolfpack, number 1, Terrell Tatum.
You could certainly try a suicide squeeze, try a sac fly, just try to get it up into the outfield. See what approach they take here. Tatum certainly has the speed, as Cordero missing low. They may also, if he can't get ahead of him early, they may put him on to put the double play back in order. One-0 pitch. That one lifted in the air towards left center field, carrying all the way to the wall. Terrell Tatum says, we don't need a strategy. Here's a 2-run homer. Tatum with the 2-run dinger, and the Wolfpack answer back to take the lead back at 9-7. Tatum's home run just continued to carry, and the Pack lead it by 2.
Tatum stepping in the box with so much confidence. He's such a complete player. Gets underneath this ball and just carries it to the outfield for the home run. Sends 2 in, breaks the tie. He's just really been impressive this season already in a short amount of time. Doing a lot for this Wolfpack team.
One to Jarrett. Tatum with his first home run of the year, as Jarrett finds himself behind at 0-2. Four ribbies for Tatum now, as Jarrett behind in this count at 0-2. That one stays outside. And the count's 1-2. Jarrett giving it a ride towards left field, back to the wall. That's off the top of the wall, nearly a home run. Jarrett will take a 1-out double. And the Wolfpack bench is fired up as the Pack have answered the call, their 12th hit of the day. Jarrett, his second of the afternoon, his second double of the year.
Jarrett just turns around on this one and drives it out to the outfield, showing how much stronger he's gotten this season, how much more he has behind his swings.
And looks like we may have a pitching change. And we will. Cordero's day is done. As Price King, a redshirt sophomore, will come into the ball game. Pack adding 2 runs here in the 5th. They lead at 9-7 ACC Network Extra. Price King, another Brunswick Community College product from Wilmington, North Carolina. Redshirt sophomore. And the opportunity here, the 5th pitcher of the day for the Spartans as the Pack offense plated now their 12th hit of the day off of JT Jarrett's double that was nearly a home run. And Aaron, as we take a look at the Tatum home run, just his swing is just so beautiful.
He's just adding another element to what he can do. Hitting that long ball there, just it's impressive to watch him just continue to elevate his game.
They're just, that Wolfpack lineup, so dangerous. The speed and the power. You get Tatum and the rest of that bottom of the part of the lineup continuing to produce. This is going to be a tough team to beat. So Carson Falskin, who got to see 1 pitch his last time up. As Falskin, the freshman out of Newberry Park, California, 0 for 1 thus far. Looking for his first career hit. Young man whose dad was on the Long Beach State 1993 College World Series team. Runner going, ball hit left side. JT Jarrett showing his acrobatics, jumping over the ball, coming his way. They don't send him, and so it'll be a single, the first of Carson Falskin's career. And Jarrett, very smartly, has to rush back.
Yeah, the hit and run's on. Jarrett gets a jump on it. He's bolting to third. He was ready to go around home if he had the opportunity. Gets tripped up, but a good job of avoiding the ball coming at him. I wouldn't have been able to jump that high.
Showing his athletic prowess. To continue with Falskin, you could go up to him and say, your dad was a dirtbag, and he wouldn't get upset with me. That's the other nickname of Long Beach State. Runners at the corners for the Pack as Vojta Minchik now at the plate. Minchik sack bunt. Move Jarrett into scoring position after Jarrett's leadoff single. Jarrett looking to score for the second time today, as Foskin just recorded his first career hit at NC State. Here's the 1-0. And that one a little high for the lefty. 2-0 now to Minshik.
King got some time on the mound this past weekend against Elon. He allowed 2 hits and 2 runs, walked 1. Was able to get 2 strikeouts, though. Has a hard time placing the ball, but when he does, he throws it in there with some power.
Count 1-2. Dribbler over to the right side. And they get the force out, but they will concede the run as Jarrett scores. Foskin is retired. 1-6 as Minshik reaches on the fielder's choice. He gets an RBI.
With as slow as that ball was moving out there, no way you can turn 2 in that situation.
Minshik with his second ribby of the year. Now Austin Murr will come to the plate. Murr 3 for 3 today. An RBI. He scored twice. Looking to continue his hot start to the 2021 season. There's a check over to first base. Nothing doing there, as Minshik dives back. Murr batting .545 this year. He is batting .750 at this point of the season with 2 outs on the board. Minshik does have a stolen base to his credit. We'll see if he's going to go off and running with 2 outs. I doubt it. There's a bunt left side. King labors over, can't make a play, and the infield single puts 2 runners on.
This is the second time that he laid a bunt down today. He really likes that, and with good reason. He's quick to the bag, and with a pitcher unable to get over there, not as athletic out there on the mound, can't pick up the ball and turn it.
You know, that and the third baseman playing as far back as he was. So the bunt single puts runners on at first and second. Tyler McDonough is NC State trying to bat around here in the frame. McDonough watches strike 1. McDonough doubled and ended up scoring in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1. I have to say, this is why I love the mics on the field. The umpire looked straight at one of our crowd mics, and you could hear exactly where the problem was with the pitch. Ball outside. You like to have those explanations. Home plate umpire today, Brian Miller. Lindy Hall down the first base line, and Thomas Newsom at third base here. McDonough fouls off the 1-1. 1-2.
And McDonough got underneath that ball. We've seen McDonough from both sides of the plate today, haven't we? Little switch hitter. He can do that.
There's the 1-2. Breaking ball. Stolen base. Double steal on. And so NC State finds Vojta Minshik with his second stolen base of the year. And Austin Murr gets in on the act. And the count is 2-2 to Tyler McDonough. Now a base hit scores 2. So Minshik over at third, Murr at second. Ball 3, and McDonough has shown some patience in his last 2 pitches.
He's so productive from both sides, too. He's really developed into a good switch hitter.
3-2 pitch on the way. That one lifted sky high to center field. Should be a can of corn, and it will. As the Wolfpack score 3 runs after seeing the Spartans tie it 10-7, bottom 5th. Fireworks galore in the 5th inning here in Raleigh. UNCG 7 runs on 5 hits, including that Windish home run. And they did everything they could, tying the ball game up at 7. Well, NC State said, well, we got an answer for that. Terrell Tatum, 2-run home run. The Pack up 9-7. JT Jarrett's double would find a way to bring him home as he nearly parked one over the left field wall. In that frame, 10 total runs, 10 total hits, 4 runners left on base, 6 extra base hits, Aaron.
Lots of offense. How many pitchers? How many pitchers did we see in those 2?
4. The 1-0 pitch from Silver skies it into the shallow portion of center field, and that's caught by Minshik for out number 1.
Shadow's starting to play a factor out there in outfield. Good look to stay with that ball.